people. So first he would take a portrait of them, and then he would do the huge, large-scale oil paintings. So here's nothing in the background.
Is that the
creepy.
little baby music?
So
I like the earmuffs, by the way.
We had him do the cover for us, and when we did the photo shoot for it, you know, he was trying to map out in his brain like how to do a portrait for the size of a record that was square, that would be the two of us, that would like look beautiful and cool. And I remember there was one that was actually like super Dreamboat Annie, and that was a picture of us just like still like looking. And we're like, we can't use that photo, it's too much like the hardcover. So we decided to do the one where like in motion and our hair is flying, you know. But still, everyone made that comparison, or not everyone, but a lot of people did.
Yeah.
So, but that's fine. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't blatant, obviously. I mean, it was just sort of.
But it went over, you know. If people want to interpret it as like an homage or something, that's cool too.
I mean, they are badass bands.
Yeah, they're badass. But yeah, it was really special having like a dear friend do like that piece of artwork for us.
And now you have it forever.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the physical thing. He took a photo of the painting. It did exist at one point of time, and then I think he had like actually this is kind of crazy, but he had like an emotional moment with the painting where he decided to paint over it. So it's now under one of his other paintings that exists. And when he passed away, like you know.
So you don't know which one it is either?
No.
At least you got the album cover, right?
Yeah. So it's like it's kind of like it's kind of wild. So we were trying to figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, I love that cover. And this cover was done by another dear friend. His name is Rachel McCollum, who also goes by Milo. And her and I worked together at a resale clothing store in LA called Buffalo Exchange. Like
oh yeah, I know that.
Well, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was working at that place at that time was actually like how I found like my people in LA. Like that just was like kismet. It was one of those things where it was like all these like-minded people worked there at the same time, and we all have like stayed best friends, and like that's like how I see like the root of that whole friend group growing. So she's one of my best friends, super talented, and it's been really cool to have her watch her like make the art for this record. I love how it came out. The
yeah,
cover.
it looks good.
So cool. Yeah.
So I mean, you kind of use that some of your branding, I guess, really for the future too, with like your shirts and stuff. And
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I noticed I get to see your sound check a little bit today. I noticed texting or something, or twittering or whatever, tweeting I should say. I noticed that you guys in general communicate with your fans a lot. At least it seems like it does. Mm-hmm. And is that something that you guys? Is that something you just do because you like it, or is it something that you feel like you have to do? Like you, I can't think of the right word. Not owe them, but you know, I mean, they're there supporting you, so you maybe. I mean, because a lot of bands, you see that they could care.
Yeah.
Less about their fans. It seems like you guys are a little more into your fans.
I mean, I like doing it. You know, it's awesome to get this really immediate feedback from fans. You know, those are the real fans, like tweeting at us. They're not like weird YouTube trolls or something. You know, it's nice to actually have feedback from like the real, true fans who like got the record the second it came out, and they're all so excited about it. And it's, you know, yeah, it's a really good feeling. Like, there's been all this anticipation. We've waited ages for this record to come out. We're really, really proud of it, and yeah, I just get excited reading people's response to it. It's really cool, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So you guys doing the UK tour? So this is what, second show, right? You guys played Bristol last night. Is that right, or you don't remember?
Yeah, we played Bristol last night, which was the first show of our headlining tour.
Right.
We were just on a support tour. We were supporting the Red Hot Chili Peppers in Europe.
That. How was that?
Awesome. Obs, you know.
Obs. Sound like you're a kid.
It was rad. Like crazy, huge rooms. Like so much fun. Much fun. And I grew up listening to that band, so it was really cool.
Did some of the bands that you played with, you know, like you said, mentioned Chili Peppers or Muse or whoever else that you played with, which has been tons. Is there any ones in particular that you really felt like a connection to? Meaning like they, I don't know, like uncle or something. You know, I mean, like they helped you out during the process of
Yeah.
of ins and outs of the music industry, especially in your earlier parts of your career.
I think that every tour you do, you learn something from it. Every band you open for, you learn something from that. Whether it's what to do or what not to do, maybe even, you know. But yeah, it's interesting, you know. Everyone has a different way of touring, and I mean, it's great being on those big tours. You know, we got to eat like delicious catering twice a day. It was awesome. But yeah, I think it's always inspiring to watch these like really hugely successful bands and doing what they've been doing for a long time and really like killing it, and their fans being super excited. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
So
yes, like I mean, we did a couple shows with the Queens of the Stone Age once in Canada, and that was like awesome. You know, watching them. I mean, they just really raised the bar. I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, watching the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I was really like, made me realize. I was like, Flea is my favorite bass player. Like he's in a world of his own.
He's still slinging it too, huh?
He's still what?
He's still like banging it too. I mean, he's just like
yeah. I mean, he's like a star bass player. Like absolutely. I mean, he's totally a total just like he's a killer player. He's always practicing backstage, like warming up in the hallway before their like hours before their set.
Wow.
Like he just loves playing bass.
Yeah,
All these like funky slap bass styles. I love it. I love that. I love that element of like funk, you know.
Yeah.
Especially in like their old stuff, you know, there's a lot of that.
Right.
And he's just like he's such like a rock star up there, and that's really cool. I think for a bass player to like have that role in a band.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When you think of bass player, the first person I always think of is Flea. I mean,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
So you talked about playing, you know, large shows and having the cool catering and stuff when you play the big bands. So what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer playing like small venues like this here, smaller ones like this, or like festivals, or the large arenas, or?
It's all awesome. It's all apples and oranges, you know. Like, I mean, playing small places is cool, but I mean, it would be amazing to one day be headlining arenas ourselves, you know. I think just when you're headlining, I mean, when we've played those huge arenas, we weren't headlining, so obviously it's like a different vibe when you're supporting another band. You have to like win them over, and that's its own challenge, which is really cool and like fun. But
yeah, like a headline, they're coming to see
headlining
you.
obviously is awesome, you know, because it's all your like diehard fans and they know all your lyrics, and they're just like, it's awesome. Festivals are amazing. I love playing festivals. Played to like crazy huge crowds at festivals where I was just like, whoa, I didn't know we had this many fans in this random place, and we played to a tent full of like 10 or 15,000 people. Right. Like, this is insane and amazing. Yeah, festivals are rad. It's all awesome, you know, really. It's all just a bit different.
As long as you get to play, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break real quick.
Okay.
Give me a song. What do you want to play off your new album?
Ooh, are you allowed to have curse words or no?
Yeah, do whatever you want. You're in charge.
Okay. Have you...
We've played the whole thing, but we'll play whatever you want.
Played the whole thing.
We've already played the whole thing, yep, earlier today.
Awesome.
So, which one do you want to put on right now?
Should we do the real curveball, Critic?
Sure, that's what you want to do? Okay, we'll do Critic.
Okay,
all right,
let's do Critic. You'll just have to crank it a little bit, because it's
all right.
quiet.
Junkie and it's easy to be on your high fucking horse, and it's easy to be so special when you're fucking beautiful and you're rich and it's easy to get bitter. I should know everyone is a fucking critic, fucking cynic. Everyone is a fucking critic, fucking cynic. It's easy to see the worst in everybody, and it's easy to be a fucking hater, and it's easy to hide behind your computer, and it's easy to talk shit. Everybody talks shit. Everyone is a fucking critic, fucking cynic. Everyone is a fucking critic, fucking cynic. Everyone is a fucking critic, fucking cynic. Everyone is a fucking critic.
So back to your new album, or we already talked about that, Island Records. We don't need to bring up old stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Island Records is gone. They're in the past. One of the things I like is you guys sort of like keep it real. Like you don't give a crap what everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Is that you don't care what people think about your image? I mean, is that something like that you guys actually intend to do? Is like, or is it just that's just who you are? Because like, especially like like that song "Smile More." It's like, yeah, it's feminist, but it's also anybody can look at that and go,
Yeah.
I just don't want to be like everybody else.
Right, totally. I mean, all these like labels like feminism they're just labels people came up with. I mean, we're just who we are, and all feminism is gender equality. So why that would scare anyone is beyond me. But of course, it's like one more way for like to kind of alienate and marginalize women in the band, which is like annoying. I wish that we could live in a world where that word didn't even have to exist. Could be a given. I think like the assholes should be the ones who have to label themselves.
It's true.
But I'll proudly wear it. I am a feminist, of course. I believe in gender equality, and so is my boyfriend and everyone I hang around with.
Everybody should think that.
I wouldn't hang around with anyone who didn't feel that way. I'd give them the middle finger, So, so yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying to be constantly labeled all the time in every review. Of course, it's like super irritating and just like. And our songs aren't meant to be just for women. I think our messages are, very universal.
Yeah.
We just happen to be women, so of course we'll be singing from a woman's point of view. But yeah, I don't know. I just think we're very unapologetic, and that is, that's one of our like missions of intent. Or like, is to be confident, and we aim to make really like sort of positive, empowering music, and
not care what anybody thinks, really.
Yeah, just not like give in to, I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's if you dress a certain way, or if you like act a certain way, and maybe you'll get written about more in certain publications. But like, it's just not how we are. Like, we really like to be
your own person.
Iconoclastic, idiosyncratic.
Yeah.
Whatever. So.
Just be your own.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do, since you only got a couple minutes left, we'll do quick questions real quick here. What was the last band you saw live on your own money? Do you remember?